Hey guys, you ever get that really good idea and the light bulb just appears right above your head? Well, that wasn't quite what I was talking about. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play the Colonel's Bequest. And yes, you want to avoid that middle area when you're walking up and down the hall, because that chandelier, for some reason, will only break off and squish you when you're right under it. Well, you'd have to be right under it for it to squish you. And you know what I mean. Anyways, last time we had a chat with Gertie, the sister-in-law of the Colonel, as well as his lawyer, Clarence Sparrow. And we spied on them and found out that Clarence seems to want to buy out the swamp from under the Colonel, so, oh, didn't want to go up there. That could be something to keep in mind. Anyway, let's, meet a couple other people. Don't worry, we're almost done doing our rounds of, people to talk to. If we get further along in the game, it will be a lot less frequent. We'll still do some chatting with people, but, it won't be quite all in the same lump, but, at the same time, this game, it does have it so you can only do things at certain times, and things are permanently missable. So, without further ado, let's head into the billiard room, right here. And of course, because we're seeing something important, we get the little clock. Yes, this is the brother and sister. Let's take a look at them. Alright, let's see what the manual has to say about Rudy Dijon. It says, well, his full name is Rudolph, but it says, Rudy is Gertrude's son, Gloria's brother, and the Colonel's nephew. He gives the impression of being a little too slick. Rudy is known as a gambler, a womanizer, and a lush. They say he's never worked an honest day in his life. That sounds like kind of a scoundrel to me. And let's take a look at Gloria. The manual says Gloria's Swan Song, which I think is a very unfortunate name to have for a stage name, especially considering what's going to happen in this game. Anyway, Gertie's daughter and the Colonel's niece, an aspiring actress, Gloria enjoys the glamorous Hollywood lifestyle. She's a beautiful platinum blonde and loves money, jewelry, and rich boyfriends. So she likes rich people. And let's take another look at them. Of course, like everyone else, they're having a private discussion. Look, cigarette. Appears that Gloria has acquired a bad habit. It does indeed. So let's start our conversations. Let me get my list out here. Here we go. Alright, oh, well, first we want to talk. No, I don't mind. Go ahead. Get on with what? Ah, he doesn't have much to say. Well, we'll start asking him questions. Strange old gal. We'll learn about how strange she is soon enough. Wow, you don't like your sister's boyfriend, do you? So, we're already getting the impression that Rudy might be after the Colonel's money for himself. Jerk doctor. I know, we still don't really know much about the doctor yet. We haven't met him. We will soon enough. And all we get about Ethel is that she's a drunk. Nobody says anything else about her. She's a looker, but not to be trusted. We'll see about that ourselves. Alright, alright. Yes, she is. And of course, nobody has much to say about Jeeves. Always overreacted. Let's ask about... Ah. That's what I'd like to know. Sorry, went through that a little quick. I don't know, there seems to be something more to it. Oh well. I like the dog. We'll meet the dog soon. Alright. And... oh no, we're gonna want to pay a lot of attention to that old bird. I don't know, if I had a maid like that, then perhaps I'd be acting the same way. Who knows? Lillian has her problems and... what's so bad about those two? People seem to be very suspicious of the doctor, the lawyer, and of Fifi. Well, he was just having a conversation with her before, so I'm not sure what you think of that. Anyway, now let's talk to Gloria. Darling, of course she has to say it like that. Gloria tries to ignore you. Well, she's not going to do a very good job of it. She practices voodoo. That's something we hadn't heard before. Keep that in mind. Why, is your boyfriend? You seem to not want to talk about him. Well, who knows? Who knows what's going on in that relationship? Though if he didn't say anything about... oh, yeah, she already says that for me. Why would he say anything about you? Oh well. Sure, that's nothing important. She contributed to her husband's death. That's suspicious. Well, that's only what she suspects. Gosh, I love the lingo of the 1920s. Fine, fine, you're gonna be so touchy about it. Why does nobody really care about Jeeves? We don't know anything about him except he's the butler. And Lily, everyone talks about how she's had some problems in the past, but don't really go into it. Oh, I already did. That's what I would like to know. And nothing special about the horse or the dog or the parrot. And I also keep hearing the same thing on that account. Well, if no one else is going to do it for her, if y'all are just going to treat her like damaged property, then yeah, it's best to depend on someone who does care about her. But what are they up to? Did hear about some sort of racehorse scam, but we don't know much about that. That's too bad. Well, anyway, that's all we can really do here, except, of course, the usual. I want to notice the painting and look at the eyes. And I think you know what we're going to do next, folks. We're going to play the piano. I actually haven't tried this. They're not too appreciative of that. I like it. Anyway, you probably already guessed it, but we can push this clock. Alright, let's see what's going on. Is that all you're worried about? That's a lot of money. Yeah, this place is falling apart as we've seen through a couple of deaths. Well, that's a good question. She's just the maid. Yeah, there is something suspicious about him. Oh yeah, that medical problem. Remember she was kind of panicking when we asked her about the doctor? Alright, so let's continue on. I believe our next stop and there's the elevator shaft once again. What is she hiding? They didn't notice Laura just standing there listening in. So let's take a look, and this is Wilbur. And it says here in the manual, Dr. Wilbur C. Fields. Dr. Fields is the Colonel's longtime personal physician. He is known for his lecherous ways and his questionable medical practices. Talks about him. You wonder about his medical practices and if he ever samples his own wares. That's sketchy. Let's take another look at him. Seems very interested in that magazine. Anyway, let's take... what is he reading? Picture of racehorses. Weren't we, didn't we hear something about racehorses earlier? And of course we want to. is a painting of his dog. It's a little much, isn't it? Let's talk to Wilbur. Okay. So you can tell she's not saying that out loud, but she's thinking it. Oh my gosh. And we'll talk to him again. He gave up. Oh, no. That's quite a thing to say. I wonder if we can see ourselves in the mirror. Uh-huh. Alright, so I think I will end it off here. I think Wilbur, luckily, is the last person we have to do the full asking conversation thing with before we get to the good stuff. So, you can look forward to that. So, next time on the Colonel's Bequest, we'll finish up with Wilbur and find out what is about to happen in this house. Thank you all for watching, and have a good day.